they were allowed to kind of practice in secret.
You are a product of your scene. You can't just have one really good player and everyone else in your area is just really bad.
Nobody knew just how good Pakistan was. Arslan Ash shows up at Evo and he wins, and then he's like, you guys haven't seen all the people I play with back home.
All the Japanese players are like, what the hell? They started flying to Pakistan to practice, and they're getting destroyed by them.
Being Evo champion is no small thing.
When I came back home, every children in my city knows me. This is Arslan.
Fight.
Oh, he got it! It's over! Arslan's gonna get the tournament! Arslan, he's your Evo Japan champion!
The time, look at the time!
Oh, he got a follow-up!
Unbelievable, the lead! Oh, he got the lead!
Oh, the slow motion!
Arslan Ash!
Oh! They trade blows.
Oh, man, that was a crazy trade. Arslan cementing his position as the best Tekken player on the planet, untouchable.
Pakistan is not a country where most people are privileged enough to dedicate their lives to something as frivolous as competitive video games. It's a country locked in a tense nuclear standoff with its neighbor. It's a country where most people live on less than $2 a day. It's a country that's difficult to travel to and even more difficult to leave. Which means that its once secret Tekken scene basically developed in a total vacuum.
I just feel like in terms of exposure, they completely slipped under the radar, and it's the reason we didn't know about them. But this also means that they were allowed to kind of practice in secret, kind of come in with a style that surprised everyone, just no one was aware,
Traditionally, Tekken has been dominated by Korean and Japanese players, with only a handful of American and European players rising up to challenge them. But that's only happened because players from those regions could easily travel to compete amongst the game's best. Pakistan's Tekken players didn't have that luxury. They rarely left the country to practice, leaving the scene without many opportunities to train against the world's best players. And because they didn't travel, no one knew about them. For years, the secrets of the Pakistani Tekken scene were passed around as rumors, but most people just thought they were the empty boasts of proud expats.
At UCLA Law School, there were a lot of foreign students, and one of them was a law student from Pakistan. He would always tell me, like, look, these players seem good, but you gotta see our players in Pakistan. and I always said, like, cool, man, all right, fine. But in my brain, I'm like,
all right, buddy.
And he was absolutely right in retrospect.
Arslan Ash Siddique showed up and won OUG 2018. But he didn't just win. In the grand finals, he defeated Bae Ni-jae Min, better known as the God of Tekken. Before that moment, almost no one outside of Pakistan had heard of Arslan Ash, but they were about to. Arslan Ash started his career playing King of Fighters before making the move to Tekken. He rose through Pakistan's Tekken ranks pretty quickly, facing incredible talent the rest of the world had quite literally never seen, let alone heard of.
A dude who came in Tekken 6 to the UK, his name's Asim, and when he came down, we were very surprised in the UK scene. We thought we were really good, and this dude from Pakistan came and just destroyed everyone, and we're like, what the hell? In order for someone to be as good as he is, and he was, it means that your scene and your scene, your local scene must be really good as well. You are a product of your scene. For him to say that someone is really good and I'm not even the best in Pakistan, there are people who are way better than me, I definitely believed him.
And then, when he could finally leave the country to face off against the talent the world did know, he showed them a style of Tekken they didn't even know existed. Arslan Ash arrived at Evo Japan after a hellish travel experience. He arrived at the venue minutes before pool started.
I said to my sponsor that I am leaving home. Just book me a ticket from here to Lahore, because there was only 4 hours left for the tournament. And I went to the counter and I said there is a flight from here to Fukuoka in about 1 hour. So I told my sponsor, he booked me that flight, and for that flight, when I went to the Fukuoka finally, there was no money. I have no money to grab a taxi. I have money. The money was in Pakistani rupees, not in Japanese yen.
Against all odds, Arslan made quick work out of some of Tekken's best, but because he was relatively unknown, most of his matches were played off stream. And by the time they broadcasted his matches, he'd already beaten the likes of Ni, Chanel, and Rixta. But his first game on stream then came against the defending Evo champion, Lowhigh.
Like I said before, stuff that you will
It's
never see.
Arslan versus Lowhigh. You guys asked for him to come to the stream. Here we go. But look at him, caught him. Lowhigh went for that risky parry.
Oh, this round is
Oh my god, the mix-ups to come. Look at it, he's so confident. First game to Arslan over the Evo champ. Lowhigh still in it. What's he gonna do? The throw is tech. Lowhigh trying to stay alive. Tournament life on the line here.
Lowhigh at the end of this road. 1-1-2 with the whip punish on the throw. Arslan eliminates Lowhigh.
Arslan's reign of terror continued as he took down Book, Jimmy J Tran, Chikudin, and Cherry Berry Mango before facing AK in the grand finals.
Oh,
God.
the backswing. Arslan
Dude.
Ash, man on fire.
3 rounds straight.
AK's in trouble. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, dude, is this 4 rounds straight?
Oh, things are working out.
And the wall splat this time. You can't hot kick this man. The punish is too big.
Looky here, man. Arslan Ash is up now 5 rounds straight here in this matchup against AK.
He's the Phoenix ahead. He's the Phoenix behind.
Oh, he got it. It's over.
Arslan's gonna get the tournament. Arslan, he's your Evo Japan champion.
Arslan's victory at Evo Japan was an incredible moment that put Pakistan on the map. And yet, there were still some out there who doubted his win. They didn't think it was a fluke, but they believed that Arslan's Pakistani style of Tekken would soon be figured out by the Korean gods.
저는 아슬란이랑 하면서 뭔가 제 자신의 철권 실력도 좀 향상됐다고 생각하거든요. 왜냐면 많은 이제 한국 사람들이 무릎이 저번에 일본에 가서 아슬란이랑 붙어보더니 좀 올라간 것 같다, 실력이. 그런 얘기였기 때문에 저는 사실 아슬란한테 좀 고마워하는 점도 있어요. 그리고 파키스탄 같은 경우는
And as part of that process, Nee declared he wanted to train in Pakistan.
A lot of people didn't believe that serious, and then so someone replied to him saying, "Are you serious?" And then Chanel replied saying, "Does it look like he's joking?" And I spoke to him, and he was actually saying to me, "Yo, Spag, I want to go Pakistan. Where should I go? Where are all the players? Which city?"
Nee is a Tekken legend. In fact, his nickname is literally the God of Tekken. With a tournament record spanning over a decade of competitive play, he's won countless championships, played dozens of characters, and his legacy is untouchable. He was also the defending Evo Japan champion, and being knocked out off stream by a guy no one had ever heard of before made him hungry. But not for revenge, for self-improvement.
The Pakistani scene was saying that it's a big honor, because at the end of the day, he's a legend, probably the greatest of all time. And, to have him say, "Hey, I want to go to Pakistan to learn how to be better in Tekken." I mean, what better compliment, man?
Unfortunately, something got in Nee's way.
Unfortunately, there was a little bit of conflict between India and Pakistan, so it was advised by foreign governments to say, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't go to Pakistan right now. It's quite dangerous."
But when Arslan went back to Japan after the Japanese Tekken scene challenged him to a series of first to 10s, Nee packed his bags and hopped on a plane to Osaka. Arslan took down every single Japanese player he played, but Nee proved tougher.
財布タッチガードプラス5ちょっと今多分
Nee and Arslan played 3 first to 10s for a total of 47 games.
だって人間じゃないからモンスター vs マシン
In the end, while Nee won the series 2-1, Arslan won more individual games, 24 to Nee's 23. Neither could lay claim to being better than the other, but Nee, the god of Tekken, learned that there was more to the game he'd been playing since he was a child.
I was learn different thinking.
Different thinking.
Yes.
Yes. You learn my style.
Yeah. Different.
おdifferent style?
Pakistani style.
Pakistan style is another play.
After Evo Japan, Arslan and Nee met again in Thailand. At first, it seemed like their matchup was fated, with both coming into the top 8 from the winner's bracket. But while Arslan defeated his first round opponent 2-1, Nee fell to his, losing 2-0. But Nee wanted a rematch with his newfound rival. He tore through the loser's bracket, beating Nobi, Rangchu, and Ulsan, before earning another showdown with Arslan.
But at this point, the mental pressure's on me.
You gotta do something.
Changing jabs in mid-range.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god! That should be it!
Arslan Ash!
Is that it? That's it!
Tiger Uppercut 2019, and from Pakistan, Arslan Ash over knee in grand finals.
Arslan had once again beaten Knee in an official tournament match, but this time it was on stream, and the entire Tekken world saw him do it.
Tekken World Tour 2019, he doesn't. They keep trying. No one, shut the hell up. No one is even trying to even think about writing this guy off at this point. Maybe the first time, maybe the second time, but by now, you already know. He's not even fighting as a challenger anymore, he's fighting as a champion.
Arslan had defeated his rival yet again, but there was still one last crown left to earn. One last kingdom left to conquer. The next month, Arslan finally managed to make it to the US for the first time, but he only did that with the help of the community. Getting to Japan at the beginning of the year required a complicated visa process, but the US was another thing entirely. Luckily, the community rallied behind him. eFight Pass, a program designed to raise money for and assist with visa applications for foreign players looking to get to the US, got him a visa. Through the community's efforts, Arslan made it over to North America for the very first time for Evo, the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. A year ago, Arslan showing up at Evo and trying to win would have seemed laughable to anyone who didn't know his story. But before Arslan could prove himself at Evo, there was another challenge to overcome. At the World Showdown of Esports Tekken Invitational, Arslan was forced to forfeit his first match to Anakin due to travel delays, putting him in the loser's bracket. He made it to the venue in time for his first loser's bracket match, one that many assumed he'd win. But Arslan had to play Jimmy J. Tran, one of North America's best Tekken players, and he was not about to let Arslan take over his turf without a fight.
Oh, rage mode now available for Arslan. If he can land a rage drive, he can get to the wall very easily here. Gotta watch out against Kazumi.
Looking for a duck right there, the back one, a rarely seen move.
I can't believe he's hitting so many buttons here.
I can't believe this match is still going on. Jimmy J. Tran. Oh my god. Oh, the block. This is a small button. Look at this. Oh, no, he dropped it. Oh, 10 seconds left on the clock. What's about to happen?
Just wait.
Oh my god. Oh, the first breaks. Oh, the block on the button. Jimmy J. Tran with 2 seconds left on the clock.
The composure. Final round. Jimmy J. Tran, Arslan Ash. Loser bracket action. Someone's going home.
Oh my god.
Oh, again.
The levels are rising. The low.
Arslan's got a huge lead.
Trouble.
Hatchet.
Do it again.
Oh,
the mid. Oh,
life bar's about even now. The big the Northern Cross and Jimmy J. Tran. Oh my god. Ash. What a set. I'm not drinking no bathwater. Let's go, Jimmy.
Arslan's loss created some doubt in the community. Maybe America's style of Tekken was the answer to Arslan's defense. Maybe the Pakistani style was just part of a wider international rock, paper, scissors. Maybe Arslan and Knee's showdown wasn't destiny after all. Arslan's run through the first few chunks of Evo's massive bracket were uneventful, swift, often unstreamed wins over unknown Evo hopefuls. Then he blew through Gen, Team Liquid's prodigal Tekken talent, and Cuddlecore, one of NA's most beloved players. After that, he was just 2 wins away from the top 8. First came Shadow.
This is a tough spot for Shadow right now.
Oh,
in the
this
corner.
Is looking not good.
Had the
rage expended.
He used it to get out, but I mean, he can't take a single hit anymore. Using these throws are some
time
breaking
is
nice.
a factor. Dash up, back 3. So solid from Arslan.
Then Naroma, one of Japan's best players.
Naroma didn't expect that at all. That's why he ducked and just didn't do anything.
Flash duck there, pumping a low parry, instant air fireball.
Just moved out of the way. That
Final poke for Naroma.
Oh, he went for a mix
block. Oh my goodness.
What a block and punish. Arslan Ash will be our final top 8 competitor in the winner's side.
At this point, all doubt was gone. His loss to Jimmy J. Tran wasn't a fluke, it was just a learning experience. By beating Naroma, Arslan qualified for top 8 in winner's side. On Sunday, he would play in front of the world on the biggest stage fighting games have to offer. But on the other side of the bracket, Knee was on a warpath, one that ended with his fated showdown against Arslan. Once again, a chance for each to prove their skills, not for the world, but for each other.
But it's very hard to land a counter hit if they're not swinging. Oh wow, what a sidestep, this is gonna hurt. And he's capitalizing big time. Wall break, all the way. Oh my God, he's the mayor of Corner Town. Oh my gosh, and he got it. Wow, amazing. Didn't get to use the max mode at all, but it doesn't matter. Wow, he still look has at meter. This. Oh, he just double ducked in his face. He's got the corner. Oh my God. Is that dead? No. He missed it. Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? So close, wow. He's almost into rage too. That's oh my God. There goes one. Oh, punish. Wow. He got him. Huge mistake there, and it's gonna cost him. It is gonna cost him. Uh-oh, but Arslan Ash fighting back. Yes. Big lead. And that's the block. That's the block he was looking for. Arslan takes the lead in the set. Oh my gosh, this is huge. Arslan Ash is looking really good because he's gonna get closer and closer here. One more mix-up could do it. He gets the mid. And this is Knee's last opportunity here to break this curse. The blue stuff is coming any moment now. Oh man. Arslan, there it is, he blew it. The time. Oh! The mix-up! What's he gonna do? Oh man. There's no time left. Unbelievable. The time. Look at the time. Oh, he got him. Follow up. Unbelievable. The lead. Oh, he got the lead. Oh, slow motion. Arslan Ash defeating Knee again.
It was a close match, but in the end, Arslan's defense proved too much for Knee. But Knee ripped through the loser's bracket, bringing down Nobi.
Again. Oh, man.
Take.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Wow.
And in a nail-bitingly close match, Anakin.
He's been holding his head underwater.
All to earn a spot in the grand finals. All to face Arslan Ash one last time.
The two players everyone has been talking about all year long. Yeah. It's Knee versus Arslan Ash. I mean, it's really fitting. This is the way it was written. 1,900 players, we're down to 2. Isn't that amazing? It is. These two? It is crazy. Isn't that crazy? Because this is the matchup that a lot of people were calling out to be the grand final. Yeah, it's just like written that way in stone.
Destiny was fulfilled. Arslan against Knee in the grand finals. Korea against Pakistan. Rival against rival.
And the sidestep from Arslan. Oh, he's keeping him on the ground. Look at this. This is crazy. So close. Oh! What a whiff punish! And the devil comes out. And like we said, once you find that opening, it's your job to fill it, and he just did. Sidestep block, going right every time. Oh, what a whiff punish! He's got rage. He's gonna resplat at the wall. He's got rage. It's gonna hurt. Oh my gosh. He's dead. Wow. Incredible. What a game. Arslan. Not seeming phased. Oh man. Oh man. Isn't it so weird for Knee being the underdog and not just the underdog by this much? It's so weird. I mean, the pressure. Look at this. You can just feel the aura around Arslan right now. Steel pedal. He is a man on fire. And again, oh geez, they traded. Yeah, that was a rough trade. Yep. Okay. Knee's opportunity. Oh! Oh my God, full damage. Look at that damage. Oh! Oh! That was sick. What a finish. Sidewalk left there for Kazumi. Again, backing up spacing. Red stuff. And look at that. Perfect. Look at Knee. Have you ever thought that Knee would look like this? Perplexed as to how to beat his opponent. And Knee is widely considered as the best second player of all time. Of all time. Oh, snap. Oh, man. El Diablo. He's committed. It's never happened in the history of competitive Tekken. Someone to come out of nowhere, Pakistan, and dominates the entire Korean, Japanese, European, and North American scene. Oh man, I'm loving it. And you guys, there's over 200,000 people watching right now, and this is of course record numbers for this game, and I can't Look at this. Oh God, thank you so much everybody for joining us, but we're gonna need your help if Nee is to stay alive here. He's getting blown out. He has a lead. Oh man, he can't squander it.
Oh, and a punish.
Tsunami. Rage is a huge deal here.
Woo! Oh, again!
Wow, look at Nee. Look at Nee. Look at the crowd. Oh my God. How did he make that happen?
What's gonna happen right now? Nee looking for this opportunity.
I'm holding my breath.
Oh! They trade blows.
Oh man, that was a crazy trade. Arslan cementing his position as the best Tekken player on the planet, untouchable by any country that he has faced thus far. Very, very nice.
So Pakistan takes it. Very decisive. You can't even counter that.
No way.
Arslan Ash, your Evo 2019 champion.
The word fluke is not even in this galaxy.
Arslan's win moved him to pray.
And you know, of course, paying respect. I love what I'm seeing there. Beautiful.
They knew how hard he worked, how far he'd come, and they knew what this win represented.
This is an amazing story.
Hell yeah.
Global Tekken has never been so blessed.
I'm so happy for him.
Arslan's win was more than just another tournament victory. It was a win for Pakistan.
Nobody knew just how good Pakistan was as a region. Arslan Ash shows up at Evo and he wins, and everybody's like, okay, this Arslan Ash guy's pretty good. It's, it's a big win. That's pretty wild. And then he's like, you guys haven't seen all the people I play with back home. He's like, you think I just came here and I'm this good? There's so many incredible players in Pakistan as a region.
It's also a win for the rest of the world. Proof that Tekken isn't just dominated by Korea, Japan, and the US. Proof that if you can find a way to travel, if you think you're good enough, you can win the biggest tournament in the world.
I do think this is a good learning experience for everyone. Don't just focus on who people tell you to. Keep your eyes open, look around, maybe you'll learn something new, discover an Evo champion in the making.
And finally, Arslan's win is a win for Tekken. It's an inspiring story that's sure to get more people from all over the world playing the game, traveling to tournaments, and creating even more stories. Arslan returned home to a hero's welcome in Pakistan. He was greeted with flowers in the airport and even made the national news.
तो सबसे पहले स्टार्ट करते हैं जनाब पाकिस्तानी गेमर अरसलान आश सिद्दीकी ने इस साल की आलमी वीडियो गेमिंग चैंपियनशिप Evo 2019.
But there are killers just as good as Arslan still in Pakistan who haven't gotten to travel. His win has sparked a few Pakistani players to sign with foreign orgs, but true change takes time. Pakistan isn't quite a Tekken powerhouse just yet, but their day is coming soon. Because Pakistan gave the world Arslan Ash, and Arslan Ash paid them back with good-ass Tekken.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring that notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.